Hey there, I wanted to share my experience with you about Elliott Lake retirement living. So, I spend a lot of my time in Mexico, especially in the winter months. Oh, by the way, I'm driving, but I am paying attention. That's why I'm not looking at the camera right now. Except now it's a stoplight. Oh, now it's green. So, I spend a lot of time in Mexico, and last summer, I stayed in a trailer, right? Because I purchased a trailer. If you've been following along, you have an idea of where things are at. Do you know that I put my first freaking video in 2014? So this is my 10th year anniversary, FYI. Okay, going back to Elliott Lake retirement living. So I remember waking up while I'm in Mexico thinking, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I don't want to do the traveling thing for 5 months of the year. I want a place that I can go back to if I wanted to. And because the apartments in Canada, or at least where I live, are so expensive, I thought I got to check into something that is more affordable. And I had gotten some information from the Elliott Lake retirement living place before, so I thought while I'm in Mexico, I can contact them and set up an appointment. Let's make a long story short. I left a message on their voicemail on the 2nd, because that's when their businesses were opening again after the holidays. And I got a return call on the 3rd, which is the next day. I was glad they returned the call because my idea was to have a visit on the 4th, which was yesterday. Of course, I'm keeping in mind that I'm going back to Mexico on the 12th, which is next Friday. So they called me back and we scheduled an appointment. And I was really happy about that because, hey man, I set an intention, I got a goal, took some action, got it accomplished. If you know any of my videos, I've been using a lot of the happiness principles and success principles. So did it, felt good, got the response, went there yesterday. So here's the drill. I got there and right away I was greeted and I was brought to a room where there's a video. Of course, it's a marketing video. I didn't expect that piece, but it's only a short video that tells you, gives you an overview of the Elliott Lake area, I guess you could say. And then after that, I had a tour. I had a tour with a nice, I was going to say young man. He's not young, he's 62. He's younger than me. He's married. But it was pleasant, it was fun. Here's the thing, because I am a senior, and I put that in quotation, he showed me all of the senior related things. So one of the first places that we drove by, because it was a driving by, showing me the different things, and then we viewed a couple of apartments. So one of the first places that we drove by is the Active Senior Living Center, where they do the, beanbag throwing, chair yoga, and a lot of different little things. And I'm thinking, I am really not the beanbag throwing type, but thanks for telling me. In the back of my mind, I'm going, I might be a senior, but I'm not chair ridden. Didn't need to hear that part. So I kind of quickly told him that, I'm really active. I like hiking. I like walking. He still did what he had to do. He still showed me all the different areas that are relevant for seniors, especially if, you're maybe older than 65, you're getting older, maybe you're getting more mobility issues, because that's the reality when we get older. Right now I'm in good shape, but who knows what's going to happen down the road. Point is, I did see a couple of places. I saw a 1-bedroom. I think it was on Warsaw. It was a little bit too small. And then I saw a 2-bedroom, and I thought, okay, I think I can do a 2-bedroom. For the 2-bedroom in that particular building on Washington, it was $900, and I'm going, okay, I knew the prices were going to be reasonable, which is why I chose that place. But it's definitely reasonable for me. And then, so we went around different tours. There was no pressure at all. I was transparent with him. I told him that I wasn't thinking of getting an apartment like tomorrow. I was only thinking of September. But I have to tell you that after my tour, when he showed me all the different hiking trails, I really got excited there. And I went and seen it in the wintertime. Now, the ice isn't frozen. But I wanted to see it in the winter to see if I could even stand being there in the winter time. My idea is not to travel for 6 months of the year. It is to travel to 2 or 3 months of the year. And here's where it gets a little challenging. Continue to pay my rent and pay the traveling and mostly rent wherever I'm going to be. I had to watch there. Somebody's coming in my lane. See, that's why you're paying attention when you're driving. And normally if I'm driving, just FYI, I will always pay attention to the driving. And if I talk, I'm always still looking ahead so that I'm noticing, what's happening. So back to, oh God, I wanted to see it in the wintertime so I could see whether or not I like being there. Because I plan on traveling 2 or 3 months of the year, pay my rent, and pay the rent wherever I go. That's a big chunk, if you're looking at both of those rents. So I knew I had to keep it to a minimum of maybe 2 or 3 months, maybe 1, unless of course I upped up my revenue, which of course is part of my game plan. But this is what it is for me. And I know I'm kind of talking about Elliott Lake, and I'll get back to that in a second. For me, I need to know, this is just me, that I have a place to go to that is home if I want to. Like right now, I am on holidays, I'm visiting at a friend's place, but it isn't my place. It's my friend's place, and I know that. So I needed to know that I have a place to go to. There are other people, when they travel for 6 months of the year, they can be in an RV or they can go place to place, and then at the end of the 6 months, they can go back to wherever they live. Maybe they own their house. Maybe it's a sister's. Because one lady that I met when I was in Costa Rica, she traveled the world and she had a room in her sister's house. Great. Don't have to pay, I'm sure. But I'm the type that if I think I need to get back home for whatever reason, then I can. It was easy when I had a house because it was my house. Okay, back to Elliott Lake. Back to Elliott Lake. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to go visit that place to see if I could live there. And at the end of my tour, I thought, yeah, I can do this. Man, I'd even move there tomorrow. But I was so good. I had impulse control, not poor impulse. I maintained my control, my impulses. Instead of saying, okay, can I move in tomorrow? Or, okay, let's put the name on the list. I told them that my original plan was to, find a place in September. However, after this, I may want to move in June. Who knows? I've got my reasons for that, and this is more for people that do travel, around the world and they have a place to go. So I have a trailer, right? So when I finish in Mexico in May, I'll be able to go to my trailer. I'll have to open it up, get it all ready, and then I can stay there until mid-October. I can. But I'm not sure I really want to do the trailer life. I did it last summer. I met that guy. You're going to have to check some of the videos about that. And he's still in the park with his new girlfriend. And I'm way over that, but I don't know if I want that kind of energy there. I think I may recommend at least having the tour and then making decisions from